Sometimes as women, we think that our bodies are designed not to eat, are designed by Allah not to eat enough. But that is a lie. Please don't buy into that myth. Don't buy into that lie. That is a total lie. Our bodies is designed to get the best quality, efficient, and consistent nutrients. Okay? Our bodies is designed by Allah to get the required nutrient because we do a lot of things that are really not obvious. Our body does a lot of things that are really not obvious. Our bodies go through menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle is not only the period that you bleed during the month for 6 days, 7 days, and so on. The menstrual cycle is actually 4 weeks out of the month. There is the luteal phase, there is the menstrual phase, there is the ovulatory phase, yeah. So there is phases that your body go through. Every stage that your body go through require a certain amount of food. Every stage that your body, if your body is in a luteal phase, it requires some type of food, some type of care, some type of pampering, some type of paying attention. In the next phase, it needs a little bit of something, not the same thing. So our body is a seasonal thing. It doesn't stay at one place. Compared to the body of a man, compared to the body of a male, their body is stable. Their hormonal changes is stable most of the time. Our body have a whole bunch of hormones that go through our body. I have a video that I have recorded that inshallah I will try my best to edit and then share it. Have also recorded, made a video about ovulatory phase and how you're gonna be able to know your fertile window, your fertile, whether you are ovulating or not. It's also going to be in the description box below. If you are trying to be pregnant, you can access that. So coming back to this topic, our bodies every week produce different type of hormones, okay? And then when you fall pregnant, your body produces different type of hormone that is going to keep the baby, that is going to fight hard to keep the baby so the pregnancy doesn't you don't lose the pregnancy. And after that, your body is going to produce, that's progesterone, right? Your body is going to start producing a whole lot, alongside progesterone, produce a whole lot of estrogen, right? You need those things to keep you going, to keep the energy going. If you don't have enough food, where are you going to make that hormones? And that is where you hear a lot of people talking about hormone imbalance, hormone balance, and all of that. Because our body uses those nutrients, those chemicals, those biochemical stuff in the food to make the hormones, to make the enzymes that produces, that help us to digest food and stuff, but to make hormones that regulate us, that make us human, to feel the emotions, to menstruate, to bleed, to produce breast milk, to not feel very unhealthy, to not feel dehydrated, all of those things, right? So in a way, our body as female body need nutrition, and it needs constant nutrition. A lot of women would say, I don't feel for food, I am okay, I'm not a breakfast person, but that's not really that. If you feel like you don't need a lot of food, or when you wake up in the morning you don't feel hungry too much, and then you have not eaten dinner enough, that there's no reason for you to not feel hungry, because you've been fasting throughout your sleep for almost 6 to 7 hours or maybe more, right? You should ask yourself what is going on in your body, because your body needs the fat to produce all the fatty tissues and fatty things around our body as female bodies, right? Your body needs the magnesium and the minerals to actually make us to feel well, internally and externally, to produce, to encourage the menstrual cycle, to encourage the most vital signs in our body. So if you wake up and you don't feel hungry and you have not really eaten even for dinner the night before, or afternoon or lunch, whatever, ask yourself, are you really producing stress hormone more? Right, because stress hormone, the cortisol, makes you to not feel hungry. It shuts your body down from wanting to eat, and then makes you to just pay attention to what is going on with the stress, right? So you really want to pay attention to that and ask yourself, are you actually in stress? Do you have stress? What is making you not to feel hungry? If you're pregnant and watching me right now talking about under eating, because that's the topic, and you are in your first trimester, really, first trimester can be tough and it's rough on a lot of women, yes. But do you know that not eating causes you to feel very miserable? So in a way, your body doesn't want to eat. It doesn't feel like want to eat. But if you go on not fueling your body, it causes even more nausea. It causes more fatigue. It causes headache. It causes you to produce a lot of the stress hormones, stress-inducing hormones. And it also shuts your digestive system down, right? So some of the signs that show that you are actually under eating during pregnancy, or even trying to be pregnant in your trying to conceive stage or era, is headaches, consistent headaches. Like you getting headaches, but you don't know. It's unexplained. You don't know where the headache is coming from. You are probably undernourished. You are probably dehydrated, because dehydration can really cause you a lot of headache. And then when your hydration doesn't contain enough minerals, electrolytes, you don't have a lot of electrolytes like magnesium and potassium, it causes a lot of headache, right? So hydrating with water, but also with other high electrolyte drinks, like with coconut water, like juicing, to juice and then add more water to it. Yeah, and then eating a lot of fruits, high water content fruits, with soups as well, warm soups. Right now we are in a warm cold season, so even if you are not in a cold season, it is highly advisable to actually consume soups that have a lot of collagen, that have a lot of minerals in it to support you with the cellular hydration that your body needs. Another sign of undereating is fatigue. Fatigue is a famous sign in the first trimester as well as in the third trimester. First trimester, your body is like really going through a huge transformation. Allah is fashioning a baby, a soul in your body. It is not an easy task. It is not easy. It's a foreign body. It's a foreign something, right? The head is going to be fashioned by Allah. The brain is going to be fashioned within a couple of weeks. The head, the brain, the nerves, the neurons, the eye, the eyelashes, the stomach, everything entirely is going to be fashioned in a way that Allah Himself wants to do it. We don't have any control over that. And it's going to happen so quick and fast. Imagine all of these things being created by Allah in your body, in that little body of yours, in that little uterus womb of yours. And you are not fueling. You are not eating enough. You are under eating, right? Imagine that. Your body is not going to be favorable. Because one thing about pregnancy is this: the pregnancy is going to take what it needs. All the nutrient store that you've had before, the pregnancy is going to take it. There are certain nutrients that you want to eat, you have to eat to produce for baby during pregnancy. But a lot of the nutrients, it's coming from your nutrient stores. It's coming from your muscles, from your bones, from your joints, from your hair, from everything. That's why there is a lot of postpartum hair loss when somebody goes through pregnancy and then they get into postpartum. You see the hair loss is a lot, especially if you've not eaten a lot of protein and collagen-rich foods and vitamin C's and stuff like that, right? So it's very, very important that we pay attention to those things and then hydrate and then eat enough. It is really hard to eat in the first trimester, yes, but eating makes you to feel well. Eating makes you to not feel nauseated, even if it is just a little bit. Like I said, consistent, right? Just a bite. I encounter a lot of clients during the day, 7 days out of the week. 5 days out of the week. Every working day, who are actually leaving themselves hungry without knowing. They don't know that they are hungry because they are used to it. Even though they're pregnant, they cannot recognize they are hungry until they start to feel sick. And in that case, I have to call the EMS. I have to maybe try to see if I can rehydrate them or something, right? A lot of women, not just one person, every day at my workplace, every day, at least one or two women, is even if I don't get a woman who comes in to feel like, okay, I have eaten enough today, at least one person will come in. And the first thing they want to just nibble on is lollipop and candy. How can lollipop and candy provide you with nutrition? How? That is going to even dysregulate your blood sugar. And a dysregulated blood sugar even makes you feel worse and makes your baby feel even worse. And that is what leads to a whole lot of things, right? One big thing is gestational diabetes. And another is blood sugar dysregulation. If your blood sugar is dysregulated, a lot of the things that is happening in your body will not happen appropriately, right? Your baby is gonna weigh low or is gonna weigh extremely, extremely high, especially if like you get the time later on to eat, you are possibly going to crave on carbs. And craving on carbs means dysregulating even further your blood sugar. And dysregulating your blood sugar means you are going to crave more sugar and more sugar and more sugar, and you start to what? Build more body fat, more gain weight, more, right? The more you gain weight, the more your blood sugar is out of range, the more your baby feels it. So your baby will feel it, and it's going to translate with the baby, and baby starts to gain weight, And that's why you see a lot of women who are pregnant, then the doctors or midwives would say baby is too big. Gestationally, he's a big baby, right? They have to cut you out, or they have to check and see if your the baby is gonna. They have to check and see and consistently follow up with your blood sugar, right? And then when you get to the 25 or 27 weeks pregnant, in America here, they ask you to do the glucose test, right? The glucola, you're gonna drink it. So if your body has been taking in more and more of stuff that is not healthy, that is doesn't give you enough nutrition, you see that the glucola is gonna really shock your body as well because it's full of sugar. You're gonna drink it just like within some minutes, right? To see how your body reacts to just a gush of sugar in your body. And then when that happens, you are diagnosed with what? Gestational diabetes. And God forbid, okay? You still don't know, you still don't get any counseling, any help, any coaching on how to balance your food, how to eat appropriately, and it goes on and on and on to the postpartum. And then when it goes in, it's like, okay, the body is now high dependent on insulin because your pancreas is going to be producing that. Your pancreas is going to be producing insulin just to balance your blood sugar. Meanwhile, you don't need it, right? And then at the end of the day, you end up being what? Pre-diabetic or diabetic. Even though gestational diabetes can go away after pregnancy, but because it's not what? Regulated, because it's not controlled by you, not your doctor. Your doctor doesn't care. Your doctor doesn't care about you. Your doctor only cares about the medication that's going to give you to control your issue. Your doctor only cares about the medication and then how you're going to feel well just like right now. The instant feeling well, right? So you have to work hard to know that this is what is going on with your body. This is how your body reacts. Your body doesn't really feel hungry, but it's really hungry. Because there is hormones that is produced in your body called the ghrelin. The ghrelin is the hormone that makes you to feel like, yeah, there is hunger there. So if you are not producing that, you don't feel hungry. You have to make sure that even if you don't feel hungry when you're pregnant, you pass 3 hours to 4 hours, you have to find a snack. Maybe an apple, mixed apple with peanut butter, because peanut butter gives you the protein and the fat. Okay, even though it's a plant protein, it's awesome. And then this is a whole carbohydrate, right, with a little bit of minerals in it, right? So you mix this with the peanut butter, or you mix this with something, right? And it gives you a boost of energy, but that boost of energy is not wasted. It's not something that your body will waste it because your body doesn't need it. It's something that your body will actually utilize. Okay? There is banana. You can eat banana. That's why a lot of people eat banana with peanut butter or peanut, because what? It balances it, right? The peanut, growing up, we used to eat banana and groundnut. Here we call it peanut. And it's like, we don't know why. It just tastes delicious. But there is a wisdom behind it. It's because the banana is a whole lot of carbs. It has potassium, but it's a whole lot of carbs. It has other nutrients, but biggest nutrient is carbs. When we pair it up with the groundnuts or the peanut, it balances because the peanut has protein, plant protein, and it has a little bit of fat. And that helps to balance you and gives you almost like a meal type nutrition that you need, right? And When you drink a lot of water, because it has potassium in it, it gives you even more hydration. Imagine, we grew up eating this without knowing the wisdom behind it. But subhanAllah, it is delicious and we eat it. And that's how you're going to do it. As a pregnant woman, always make sure you carry a snack with you. And it doesn't have to be a snack of lollipop, like I see in my practice um, um, with my clients a whole lot of times and patients where I work at. Lollipop, all of those sugary stuff does not help you. And it doesn't help you even after pregnancy. Because all of those things are cravings, yes, but why are the cravings coming? Because you are not eating appropriately. You are undernourishing yourself. You can take all the prenatal vitamins, you can take all the multivitamins, you can take all the herbs you want, but that will never replace a wholesome diet, a wholesome nutrition, a wholesome meal. It can never replace that. It cannot. So take all the prenatals you want, take all the herbs you want, take all the, even herbs is even good because herb contains plants, direct plants minerals and nutrients and phytochemicals, right? But you can do all of those things. Your bodies thrive on the major macronutrients. Those are the protein, the fat, the carbohydrates, the fiber, right? So if you are not giving yourself that, you're under eating, there's going to be, first of all, headaches. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of dizziness, yeah. And you feel like you're sick and you blame it on pregnancy. Meanwhile, it's not pregnancy. Meanwhile, it's just under eating. You wake up in the morning, try as much as possible to eat at least protein high foods for breakfast. Don't say you are not hungry. But if you are experiencing nausea, this is what I'm going to tell you. If you are experiencing nausea, the first thing when you wake up in the morning is, or before you go to bed, yes, before you go to bed, first thing, look for a something like banana and peanut butter or the granules that I mentioned, or an apple, or a protein-rich sandwich, or just a little bit, not too much, or something, or a drink that you're going to put some sort of collagen powder or protein powder in it. And then put it next to your bed, okay? When you wake up, or even if you can get saltine, like crackers, you add a little bit of peanut butter or butter or whatever, cashew nut or something. You put it next to your bed. Or if you want to, you can put water. The water or electrolyte water or something that has collagen in it, because you're going to add that collagen. It's going to add some protein. The first thing you wake up, don't even bother brushing your teeth, because brushing, a lot of the toothpaste can also whack your blood sugar in your mouth, and it's going to make you to start feeling nauseated. So first thing you're going to do is to take that thing and munch on it. Even if it is a bite, munch on it. Sit on the bed for a little bit. As Muslims, we know that when you wake up, you have to say a little bit of adhkar and say your dua for waking up, right? Right on your bed. Yes. So you do that. And then you munch on this thing. Then you get up. You get up, you go to your bathroom. If you have to make wudu and everything, you do that. So by then, all the other things that is going to come up to make you start feeling nauseated after praying is going to subside. Because of what? Because you have already put a little bit of protein and fat what your body needs to sustain the blood sugar a little bit. So after that, even if you don't feel hungry, try as much as possible to go and look into your refrigerator or your pantry or somewhere that you put food and look for something that is more desirable to you and eat it. Eat that. Even if it is not going to stay, eat it. Even if you eat it and you throw up, there is going to be some stomach content that is not coming out. It's going to help you tremendously. Okay? My favorite that I have known to help a lot of clients and it has helped me is smoothies. Smoothies, but I put collagen powder in it because collagen contains protein. Again, a lot of women, a lot of us make smoothies and then we don't think about whether the smoothie is a healthy one or not. It contains a lot of fruits or it contains a lot of vegetables that is not really balanced. So balancing it, I have so many recipes of smoothies on my channel that you can check out, okay? Smoothies, yeah, because you're gonna pack in a lot of peanut butter, you're gonna pack in a lot of antioxidant fruits, you're gonna pack in collagen, you're gonna pack in all of that, and drink it and sip it on it. And that makes you more energized. Because one of the signs of not eating, of under eating during pregnancy, is fatigue. You don't want to get to that fatigue stage, right? In a way that cannot do anything. Because pregnancy is a movement thing. You want to be moving throughout your pregnancy because that end of pregnancy, the labor, requires movement. It depends on movement, right? It depends on your body moving a lot and your body really in that motion because that's how you're gonna bring your baby to the earth side. So you don't want to be in bed all day, all night, being fatigued and not being able to do anything, and your muscles is not being cramped up, and it brings a whole lot of other issues that you don't want, right? So, in as much as possible, do this. Even if you can't do anything, soup is your best bet. It's your best bet. Go in, get somebody to make soups for you. I have created a deeply nourished pregnancy and postpartum meal delivery. If you live in the four boroughs of New York, if you live in the Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, or Queens, you can check me out on Instagram and send me a message that I will reply. If you're pregnant, I can make food and meals for you that is tailored to your stage of pregnancy. If you are trying to be pregnant, I can do that as well. And then also if you're postpartum, mainly I get a lot of postpartum orders, and I started as a postpartum meal delivery, but I feel like, yeah, even the pregnancy, because when you're pregnant, smell and yeah, a lot of smell makes you to gag, right? Makes you to feel nauseated. So women would need that support. So that is something that I'm bringing to you, sisters, if you're interested, or if you feel like somebody else is interested in it, or even if you want to sponsor a sister, that is awesome. May Allah bless you and bless your intention, even if you have not done it. Bless you and bless the intention and bless the sister as well. Okay, so I think this is a very useful, helpful service. Okay, so spread it as much as you can and tell people. My handle on Instagram is the Muslimah. Okay, you can check me out there and give me a follow, and then also share my content. Jazakumullahu khairan.